Hi, everybody. Sorry, late for my own live. I was putting clothes in laundry. I thought I was having the live at there we go. We're just having one in the mornings at 10. So welcome in, Perp, Dragon Cat, Susanna, Little Sis, Priest Guardian. I apologize for being late. So please forgive me. It's been a morning. I was just throwing clothes in the laundry when the phone rang. Trying to get my uniforms done for my next shift coming up. I'm just throwing stuff away here. So how is everybody doing this morning? Is everybody well? I'm gonna turn another light on over here. Okay, just had to turn my light on. Yes, I got my big old summer dress on. Well, we have company coming, the girls. And so make sure I didn't miss anybody yet. Okay, Herb. All right. So happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, there's Gracie. She's gonna lay down. Key was right outside the door. They're so big now that coming to the craft room, because I've got that tote over here for what I hadn't sold in the Shop My Stash sale. Yes, I'm all black and blue. That's what work does to me. Kiva does to me. And so once they get in here, yeah, it's been a couple weeks I think since I did a live. Um, again, back being back on the work schedule. Yeah, the money's nice, but honest to gosh, I'm getting to the point in my life where I just want to live my life. I really am getting to that point, but unfortunately, good morning, Miss Barb. Barb just got up. I was up at 6:42 with the dogs, and I made them stay in bed till 7. I got an extra 18 minutes, 28, 18 minutes sleep rest. But yesterday was very busy. I got 3 videos done. One went, one uploaded, 2 are scheduled. I have 2 tutorials I'm filming today, and all of these have to be edited and scheduled to go upload and stuff like that. I was actually working on this. I'm trying to add a few more rows. This is a lingering whip. The broomstick cow. I want to get that done. Actually, Priest, 3:30 this morning, I went to bed. Saturday night's my Texas Hold'em night, but I had an early night. I was home by 11:30. Awesome, Susanna. Post in the yayas. So it'd be great to see that. So no, I didn't get good sleep. If you look, I'm getting these big bags under my balls. I just threw clothes in laundry too. It's kind of foggy out, but I want to get my laundry done today. So I have like tomorrow and Tuesday, the last 2 days off before I go back to work for 5 days. And these 5 days, although I will have knitting or crochet projects with me, I am going to be bringing my instructor manual with me because I have to set up my 2-day class outline for my um, monitoring class at the end of this month. July 30th and 31st, I have to drive to Fredericton, which is a few hours from here, to do my monitoring class because there was none going on in St. John, which is about an hour and 20 minutes from here. But once that's done, they'll sign off on my certificate, and I can go ahead and teach. Good morning, Marianne. Good morning. Yeah, I on my 5 days off, it'll probably be 2 lives a month, for now, for the summer. Usually on a Sunday morning. And I know it's hard because I've got people like Susanna's over in Australia, which is basically the opposite time of the day as opposed to here. Next month's Podiversary. I'm also trying to get ready for that. Like I showed the video yesterday, well, in my room, there's a big tote that I have to put together prize bags. And I'm waiting here on a couple more creators I had been in touch with. Oh, awesome, Susanna. Awesome. Well, if you have any questions about the Fundy Shaw, Darlene's done one. I've done one. Um, I'm waiting for them to get the Fundy Fog back in stock because that's my favorite color. I would like to make, and it is 100% wool, but I want to make a cardigan, a jumper, as they say over in Australia, out of it because it's just I love the yarn, the color. It is truly it's a foggy day today. Um, you can see that's the that used to be the backdrop right there. Well, it's put up here, and I put the new backdrop here, which is a lighthouse. I'll show you. Good morning. Morning. So, help us a little bit here. There you go. You can see the lighthouse. There's coffee. I have in my bedroom, and I'm gonna wait till I get my room clean because right now my blocking station, I have a table I put in my room temporarily that was in my craft room, which has to go downstairs to my office. But I've been using it for blocking, and I've got boxes and stuff in my room that I have to finish packing up to ship out to my son. Plus, I have 2 boxes in there of all the stuff I've made that is going for sale this summer, the Christmas in July thing we have down at the point. And I have like 4 blankets, I got a bunch of stuff. And even thinking of taking pictures and putting it up on the Ko-Fi shop. I've been wanting to get to um, update my Ko-Fi shop, Kofi, however you want, whatever you call it, and take down what has sold um, and put up some new stuff on there. Because I use my Ko-Fi shop rather than Etsy shop or something like that because I like Ko-Fi. It's for my memberships through. Um, I like their platform. They're not greedy. They don't charge anything to list. The only thing you pay is your PayPal, which we've talked about this in the video before. I've showed video. There is something I did want to mention today. I know a lot of you are Aberdeen wool fans. You've seen me. You've seen other creators opening the Aberdeen mystery bags, or whether I just had a regular order from Aberdeen's. It's my favorite. What I would call a higher end, like my local LYS that I do online because it's too far to drive. As you know, there have been issues with shipping, blah blah blah. Heather, the owner, has been sick, and unfortunately, we all got emails that they are closing the virtual Aberdeen wools online, with the exception of they're going to continue to do the Tangled Poets and the mystery bags, which, by the way, they are back in stock and they're shipping them. I ordered 2 because I use those 4 prices in the giftways, and Podiversary. But there is also, and I have to find it because I mean this woman, it was a very heart wrenching email that she sent, and you could feel the pain. She's been pretty much bedridden for the last 4 or 5 months, and at her age, she's 48 years old. At her age, to be this ill and the medical bills and that, they're looking at having to possibly sell their flock of sheep. Now, they have their own sheep. They have it processed, the wool, and then she dyes it. But and I don't know what the oldest is. A lot of us don't. But whatever it is, it's going to require modifications for her to be able to do this. I just messaged her. I've talked with Heather's assistant online several times. And I messaged her just to let her know that she was in my prayers, my thoughts, and I would continue to be a supporter of Aberdeen wools, whichever she decides to do. She's doing her Advent boxes this year, the Tangle Poet Advent boxes. They are going for pre-order right now, and they're almost sold out, so that's awesome. But if you go to Aberdeen Wools, you can read about it. And I support their mystery bags were awesome. They're probably, to me, of any, I've only got a couple mystery bags, and they were the best. And just send healing thoughts, prayers, whatever your choice of um, belief is, to Heather and her family, because she has been a wonderful supporter of the community, and it's just a good company. It was a one-woman operation. The reason she's continuing to do the Tangle Poets Net because she doesn't want to lay her employees off. She had a couple of employees, but um, I was heartbroken when I read the email. It was very, very, very. I can't imagine. So, anyways, check it out. I will put when this goes to replay. I'll be putting links in. So, I did a whips and finished objects video that's going to be going live tomorrow. It's up. I just had to do the final editing on it. I think I'm almost done. Brain. I'm on coffee number 2. Just to wake up this morning. I've had no pool time, which is really stink because it's turning out to be a repeat of last summer where we didn't really even have a summer. I mean, we were in the pool less than a dozen times in 2.5 months. So, hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday I'll get some time. As I talked about, I think in my, I wasn't sure if I talked about it when I was showing the Happy Mail and acquisitions. I spent Friday, my first day off, most of the day loading up the pickup and bringing it down to put it in the storage building. Got 3 loads done. Still a lot more, 8 to 10 more pickup loads. There's a lot up there to move, and then we have to go through it all and put up. excuse me for I just noticed something. Got a home address. Got a home address. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning. Well, welcome to the family. Okay, well, hey, feel welcome to hit that subscribe button, join the family, because next month we're having a big 5-year anniversary celebration, and it's going to be a family members only. The same way I did the birthday bash, only because the people that come here and have supported me welcome in Denise Lee for 5 years. And there's a lot of nice prizes. And I'll do a pre-anniversary celebration video showcasing some of the prizes they're going to be. One of the things I'm doing different this year is something like a similar I did to last year's anniversary celebration and also the birthday bash. Is I'm going to be making bags up. I've got a collection of Temu bags. Everybody saves their Temu bags and gives them to me. And I'm going to be numbering the bags. They'll be knitting and they'll be crocheting. And they'll have a number 1, 2, 3, whatever, how many bags there are. And whether it's a game or a random draw or what have you, you'll pick a number. Your name goes on that. And that's how I'm going to do it. There will be a few that are bigger gifts. There is I think there is, I believe, I don't know. I have to see. I think there's some nice gifts. Let's just put it that way. So, and almost everybody has received their packages from the Shop My Stash. I've got some lovely emails. They were all very happy, which is all I care about, because I touched base with a few of them that had ordered and to make sure they had got their packages. And everybody seems to be happy with their purchase. So I'm glad about that. So what does everybody have in their cup? I've seen some of the weather. What are you working on? How was your Sunday? I mean, I know for some of y'all it is wicked early because I'm on Atlantic time, and I mean, just East Coast time, it's 8 AM. Actually, Kristen, I am located on Deer Island, New Brunswick. I'm in Canada, and it's in the Bay of Fundy. I'm on the East Coast, and I currently, because of I work on the ferry, so I work very long hours, and right now it's looking like I'm gonna be doing 2 lives a month on my weekend off on Sundays. Um, I'm trying to establish a schedule for, uh, my lives. Um, a lot of times I do a impromptu pop-up live. I've been known to do that, literally giving less than a half hour notice. I just, "Hey, let's go live." I have some time and energy, and, that's what I do. Uh, if you're new here, most everybody that's here knows I work on the, ferry, which is the keep connects us to the mainland. I'm a deckhand/engineer. Slash engineer. I do both jobs, and we work 14-hour shifts. My schedule is I work 5 on, 14-hour shifts, then I get 2 days off, then I work 2 days, then I'm off for 5. Welcome into our chat workout. Word up, buddy. Word up. Um, I mean, it's anywhere from 92 to 100 hours in 2 weeks. Very long hours, and in the summertime, we are wicked busy. Yeah, it is, Kristen. I enjoy it, but I'm like ready to be done. I'm ready to retire. I'll be 64 in April. Um, they keep calling. They want me to work extra days, and I've stuck to my guns and said no. A year ago, I worked whenever they called, and I can't do that anymore. After losing Warren, I decided life's too short, and I'm not going to work my life away into an early grave. So, does it mean I do less? I mean, we all know I don't have to buy any yarn. I mean, I buy a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't buy like I used to buy. I have enough of a stash to share, to sell, and to keep me going into my 70s. So, and I mean, I've been on YouTube 5 years, and I've liked my slow growth, and I have made some wonderful, wonderful family members. Here on this channel, you're not a subscriber. You're a family member. Um, and the fact that I am where I'm at in my growth, I'm still able. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Thank you so much. You're gonna make me cry. I do. I'm getting old, weepy woman. Um, I'm able to still communicate and answer. I read every comment, and I at least heart and thumbs up on the comment, and then I I go back and I go back and I'll go through months of comments, and I just I respond, and sometimes I respond right away. Okay, Marianne, thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget your thummies on your way in or your way out. It helps. Thank you very much, my dear. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Smoochies. And I just lost my train of thought. See what happens when you get old. People ask me how old I am, and I have no problem telling them how old I am. I really don't. That, I've earned every white and gray hair in my head. I've earned every wrinkle. You know, um, I have led a wonderful life. I have led a very diverse life as far as what I did for work, my children, my grandchildren, where I've lived, where I've traveled. I the 30 plus years I was with Warren, we had a full life. And I have lots of memories. And I'm hoping to make more memories now here. I'm here on the island 10 years. Next year, it's hard to believe, but I moved here in 2015. It'll be 10 years. A lot of people can't believe it at that time. It's like, where are these 10 years gone? And they go fast. Older you get, the faster time moves. I have found that. I'm gonna get a sip here. So let's see. Yes, priest. Yes. Priest Guardian is a very big supporter of this channel. I don't know, you know, he's not a knitter or a crocheter. Let's just say that. Okay, Purple will be here. Like I said, I'm gonna be here for an hour to an hour and a half. That's what I have planned for today, and my lives to keep them under 2 hours. But because I have so much I'm trying to get done today, I'm gonna do an hour to an hour and a half, and I will open the panel up in a little bit. If anybody wants to come up, we can chit chat. I am a few weeks ago, we did a live where I had Courtney from Fiber Fox Studios on about the mosaic cardigan. And when I say I was so excited, her and I started talking about that a couple years ago when I did the FAIRHAVEN shawl back there. Manelli is wearing my FAIRHAVEN shawl, and she also has my English Cottage Garden um, shawlette by my favorite knitwear designer, Lindsay from Knit Eco Chic, who again I've had on here a couple times for interviews. Um, I Courtney is back doing her videos. Now, there's a lot of behind the scenes that you don't know that when she was stepped away, and that's not my story to tell. But she's getting back into doing her Mosaic Mondays and putting out what she's doing is she's flipping patterns. Because I got a message. She says, "Guess what? I'm flipping butterfly lane and alley." Because she knows I want to use that in my cardigan. Yes, I've already pulled yarn for my cardigan, what I think I'm going to use. And yes, and we talk about I can't see my glasses. So she's doing really good on that. I try to encourage other creators. I enjoy watching. I'm behind. I'm trying to catch up watching my videos. So I binge watch. I binge listen at night when I go to sleep, so I get them some watch hours. By the way, my watch hours up, down, up, down. I was over 2,800, which only put me a couple hundred away from the 3,000. Back down 2,780 something like that. Anyways, it happens. Whatever it is, it happens. I do want to thank all of those. I appreciate it. You have no idea. I appreciate the fact that you run my playlist. I had a few people message me say, "Hey, I'm on run 3 of it," and I thank you so much. Again, if you clear your watch history, it counts. If you don't, it doesn't count, but I do appreciate it so much. Now I can see you guys again because before that I'm all blurry. Um, excuse me. I've been in my head. I just some ideas and stuff like that. I have trying to work on getting some of these lingering whips done. Hashtag work the whips. That's an ongoing mantra with me. We had a thing couple years ago. We were working the whips. I still do, and I'm finishing them little by little. They're getting done. Um, New cast ons coming, new hook ons coming at the same time. Yes, I know, but eventually I'll get them all done. I did make a decision about 2 of the blanket kits that I bought from Mary Maxon. They are going to either go in Shop My Stash, like I mentioned yesterday, or I'm gonna put in the Potiversary. I may put one in the Potiversary, one in the stash. One is knitting, one is crocheting. And you have to come to a point where, you say, "Okay, I know I'm not gonna do this, and I'm not just gonna let it sit there for the sake of it." I can either sell it or give it away. And let somebody else delve into it, you know? So, Perp is doing one of the projects that I started. Mine's in the cupboard back there because I kept tripping over the stand that I bought from Michael's to hold it, and it's the Arnie and Carlos Advent balls. And she's doing a beautiful job on hers. She posts them on the Yayas, and I'm enjoying seeing them. I'm struggling with my color work I mean, I was almost done with my first ball, and I had to rip the whole thing out. So I started back over again. I kinda put it aside for now. Um, and I will work on it. Like I said, I have a list of projects, and any project I have started has been small. Welcome in, Doris. Welcome in, dear. I saw your video. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed the stitch markers, and I'm glad you enjoyed the postcards. And I have to do a disclaimer here. On that postcard of the fairy, that is the princess, but that is the princess 1. Princess 2 is the one that services the island now. That is the older princess. It is now up on the St. John River because it just got to be too old to be making the trip back and forth across the Bay of Fundy. So, but that I do work. That's the company, the ferries that we work on. What was I talking about? I'm telling you, my brain. Okay. Oh, projects. Um, like, I showed in my whips and finished objects video, I show some very short projects that I did. I don't wanna give it all away here, then you won't bother watching the video. But, um, I'm doing things that I can do in amongst my ongoing whips that are quick finishes. Susanna, I have that well, I have the whole bundle from Crystal. That Pure Innocence Shaw has intrigued me, and, to me, if I make it, I'd only make it in a white or a cream or an ivory. Welcome in, Jeanette. Well, lurking and baking, hun, you're more than welcome. Welcome in. Thank you very much. All I ask is, I don't say this a lot, but don't forget thummies. They do help. Um, I am going to say, I'm going to ask. Yes, it is. It's very contagious. And what you see is what you get on the thing, because behind the scenes we've chatted. The same as, uh-oh, you're poking the bear. You're gonna make them hungry. You're gonna make them hungry. Um, I haven't done a shout out video in so long. I do mention channels, and I 99% of the time remember to put them into the description box after it goes to replay or I'm doing my editing. I do put them in, and I do ask that you, if I mention a channel, it's because I do watch the channel. I support them. Um, but there's so many I could spend a whole hour video just talking about channels and go check them out. But a couple that I would like to mention, and you're probably already subscribed. Mama G Gear, Ginny. Um, she got Starlink. We had a fundraiser and she got Starlink. So now when she does her lives and she does the Meow Mental Health Auctions, which is a charity she's done for 20 plus years, um, they're not pixelated. So she's really excited. And she's trying to learn. She's actually using her computer now instead of the phone. So go over and check her out. She's trying to get on a schedule, trying to grow her channel. She does a lot. She's a real sweet lady. Well, yeah, but well, yeah, if you're not gonna wear it, like, unless you're making it for a gift. Um, Another one that there are a bunch of Tunisians and other crochet, I do. Yes, Kristen, I do too. I have actually in the Podiversary celebration, there's a couple of her hand dyed hanks that are going to be a prize. Um, MDL Crochet, Michael, is a new channel, but Michael has grown pretty good. Michael is phenomenal at his Tunisian. He has tons of tutorials, and he's very soft spoken, a good supporter of other channels. Check him out. Dawn Aaron, Loving Hands. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get some of her yarn. She said she was going to dye some yarn for the Podiversary with Deer Island sunrise colors that I sent her. Check her channel out. Again, I'm going to list these all the thing here. We all know Lisa at Ladybird Loves. I've been a member of Lisa's channel for 3 years, and I continue. Lisa, she just cracks me up, and she does a lot for her members. She has good lives. Oh my gosh, there's just so many channels. Dawn Yarn, Yarn, Dawn Yarndall. That's a mouthful. Also, she does her Hobie Bingo on Mondays and stuff, and she's grown quite organically. Again, there's my old go-tos, Scraptastic Yarns. I do watch Bag a Day. I caught the replay of her auction. I could not. I support her by watching, and I donate to my local charity. My local charity. And stuff like that. So we all know that the normal channels we watch, but there's just a couple that I just wanted to welcome in. Wendy, welcome in, my dear. Welcome in, Anvita. Welcome in. So glad to see y'all. So, and if you guys know of any channels, new channels or something, um, my mods, if you want your channel, you know, shout it out. My mods will drop your links, and I encourage everybody go over and check the channels. More, most of all, of everybody that comes into my lives, I'm subscribed to you. Only because I try to. Now, the thing is, if you subscribe to somebody, okay, click on the link. Yep, subscribe, bell, the whole bit. But you don't go back and comment or, thumbs up, but leave a comment on a video every now and then. YouTube will unsubscribe you. I have found that out. I have had to go back to channels that I've been subscribed to since I started watching YouTube back in 2018. I had been subscribed to them and I would catch a video here and there. And the next thing I know, I'm like, why haven't I seen what's up with this? So I'll go to the channel and find, yeah, I'm not subscribed. It unsubscribed me. So that does happen. I don't know if it's their algorithm, lack of, like I said. So I do try to go and I do my binge watch, or I'll be at work and I'll just set my phone up there. I cheat too sometimes. I put YouTube on my work computer, and I'm not supposed to do that, but I do. And I'll catch a video, and like the shorter ones, I'll watch it and then I'll leave a comment or an emoji and a thumbs up. You know, the longer ones, I usually do that when I'm at home and no, priest, I would never say you're opinionated. You just strongly express your opinion. So, and the reason little sis isn't up here, little sis has laryngitis and she's been struggling with her voice. She said it's been hard not being able to talk. I've had it laryngitis in years past, but um, but I am getting 2 more tutorial. The dishcloth tutorial is the last one for the book. Everybody seems to like the dishcloth tutorials because you don't have to just use these stitches for dishcloths. You can use them in anything. Let's see here. I found a lot of times I'm sitting at work and I find patterns. I found a couple of new patterns for dishcloths, and some knit, some crochet. And the crochet one, you guys are gonna go, oh yes, that is definitely hooking and stitching style. I found this one here. It's leaves dishcloth. I found this one here. It's a free pattern. So I'm going to do a tutorial on that. I mean, I'm going to message Universal Yarns. I'll message them and ask them if it's okay. I try to do the right thing. Then I found this one has charts and stuff. It's crochet. We all know that I don't really do charts. I just do the written. They call this an intermediate. Okay. And I'm going to work it up before I do a tutorial. Okay. I want opinions in the chat, in the comments. Do you think this is my style? Welcome in, Marcia. Welcome in, dear. So I'm going to contact the designer and see if it's okay. If eventually I can do this. Now, what's neat about this, okay? This is a corner to corner block. Okay, that's corner to corner. But they're using what is called a mini half double. Now, this is in UK. I think this is in UK terms. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. So Um, yes, Kristen, exactly. This would make great pot holders. It would make, this is the kind of stuff, this little stuff like this, which is what I'm looking to do in between all of my big projects. But with the holidays just around the corner, let's face it, we're halfway through the year. Um, Now's the time, believe it or not, if you just want, instead of getting into huge, absolutely absolutely. Um, I have little canvas things that I knit, I crochet, and I put stuff in there. I always have a present. But for Christmas, like I'm doing, I'll tell you what, I did a cabled headband. It knitted up quickly. I showed in the video, talk about it, and then I went and found a free pattern for cabled fingerless mitts. There's a gift. Dishcloths, basket. I have basket. Take a basket, make a couple dishcloths, spa cloth, pot holder, whatever. These are well, these are all small projects that you can do in between the big ones, blankets, garments, stuff like that. I It's all about the process with me, but I also like to see, for my project come to fruition, to completion, to yes, I finished it. And sometimes on long-term projects that, it's a while. So it's nice every once in a while to finish something and say, oh wow, I did this. And at the same time, like through the dishcloths we've done, people have learned new stitches, new skills, new techniques. And at the end of it, it didn't take long. It's a finished item, and you got a gift. You know, living up here in Canada, and no, we do not live in igloos. Yes, we have indoor plumbing. Yes, we have summer. Yes, it does get warm up here. I used to get all these questions from people. They thought we all lived in igloos. No. In fact, our winters are getting milder as other people further south are getting colder. Kind of flipping of the thing. Don't say the GW word. I don't want to hear it. That's called Mother Nature. It's called changing of the seasons. Anyhow, um, so yeah, so that's what I've been trying to do a few little things. Once this project here has been lingering. This tutorial, when this live is done, I am filming this tutorial before I even do the last dishcloth because it'll be my fourth attempt. Lisa, if you're lurking, I'm going to do this for the fourth time. HD was waiting for the connection. Okay. It's going to be what it's going to be this fourth try. I still have one of the old ones saved in my file. So it'll be between those two. There was one, it was hard to see my hand and stuff. I try to do decent new setup, for tutorials, but even with a two camera angle. Um, exactly. And the thing is, like Jeanette just said, making hats. There's nothing wrong with sitting there and just having some acrylic yarn. You know, you don't have to worry about sensitivity to wool or washability. Donations, and unfortunately, in today's world, uh, they're needed. And there are so many different uh, charity projects. You know, uh, Warm Up America. We have up here in Canada. We have in St. John. I used to make scarves and hats for the homeless shelter and for the women's shelter. IWK made preemie hats, and those are all quick projects. Makes you feel good. Now the blankets, they have I forget what the name of the project is. There's a couple different ones. Um, for blankets, Boggy Creek that Nancy does over that's one she's got yarn too. There's one. There's a couple. I can't remember them, but anyways, that's a bigger commitment. Blankets. Um, but during the summer, a lot of people don't do projects. I knit and crochet every day. It has nothing in it. So Marcia, my hat goes off to you. I can't even imagine how you crochet with no sight. Yarn donations, a lot of that times, Marcia, what we do, I know I've done it, and I know there have been some other creators, and we can put out a community post or even a shout out, say, we have this person here who has welcome in, says welcome in. Um, you know, Marcia, I'm gonna email you, okay? I'm gonna email you, okay? I do know that some of the companies, Premiere and them, do help with donations, stuff like that. But I also know content creators have a lot of yarn, they send yarn to people anonymously, as a donation because they do charity work. I know there are a lot of people that do that, so, um, Marcia, my email my email, here it is. I'm telling you, I'm such a ding dong. Do 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 do. Uh, no, wrong one. I have, uh, I'm just typing something here to put in. Um, anyway, my email address. Okay. Okay. There's my email address. Email me, so I'll have your email address, and we'll talk. Okay. Yeah, perp. That's just it. And, in your area, look for a group, crochet, knitting, what have you. We have a place here on the island, Maritime Textures, that does a lot with projects and stuff. You'd be surprised. You just have to reach out. Being sight challenged, I don't know how that works, and they may even have some that will come and pick them up, Marcia. They might even come and pick them up. Marlene, Barb says that she could live in your cabin. She said she'd move up there and live in it. It's really nice. Which, twiddle I've seen those twiddle muffs. I never made one, but I always thought they were you get all these ideas in your head, and you you wanna do things, but you get so many projects going on, so I have to tame I have to keep the monster under control in my head, the creative monster, if you wanna call it that. I literally have to tame it down, or I would be absolutely I'd be buried in whips right now. I mean, I'm not I they're not bad. I mean, my whips are getting done. I would be buried. I'd have nothing finished. I got the pattern. I'll have to look through mine. Susanna, I may have the crocheted pattern. I don't know. I'll look because a lot of times when they have something they offer in crochet and knit, I get both. But I will look. Actually, well, let me see while we're doing this here. Uh, can you spell Antoinette? No. Do 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 do. Let's see. Okay. I may have some help for you here. Yes, I do. Suzanne, there you go. That is the crocheted knockers. That's That's the actual pattern. So you can go check it out. I do. I have one question I want to ask. Does anybody have any ideas for possible games? I mean, we're gonna do this one. The riddle me this. Um, for the podiversary. Think of some games. You're welcome, Susanna. You're welcome, dear. Didn't do much. Just Google. Got my crap from so dirty. My whole house is dirty. It really needs cleaned. Being back where I was supposed to be doing some traveling this summer. Um, I know on my 5 days off, there's a couple day trips I can do or overnight trips, and one is Nova Scotia. The other one is Doketown. Those are two places that I'll be going on my 5 days off. Take a couple days to go up in the middle of my 5 days off because the first day I ain't worth a crap. The last day I'm getting ready to go on my next shift. And those that in the places I mentioned know who you are, who I'm coming to visit. Even if it's just a day, day trip. Leave the first ferry in the morning and then catch the last ferry at night. Well, the Nova Scotia will be a 2-day run. Just sucks only have not that bad word. I said sucks. I didn't say the other word. Only having 5 days off. I liked it when I had all my days off. I think this dress is just about ready for the what do you call it? Dusting rag bin. It's just from washing it, it gets gotten so thin. I'm seeing my undergarment strap. I definitely wouldn't wear it outside. Oh, it's still foggy. God, the fog is so thick. Ah, I've been looking for that. My back scratcher to put in my backpack for work. My back itches. I can't scratch it. Unfortunately, sis, we have no spares. We have no spares. That's why they're calling the people that are working full-time schedules to get us to work extra days because, oh, they need a couple days off. And this little girl says, no, no, we have no spares. And that's a whole nother story. And it's really company business I don't get into, but we have no spares. Dana, the engineer there, there's only 2 spare engineers, and we're both working right now in full-time positions. We have no spares. Yes, yes. Going Chipman. Huh. Where is Chipman, New Brunswick? Hold down 1 second. You know how they say. There we go. Chipman, New Brunswick. I don't know where. I'm trying to figure out where that's at. Okay, would that be? I'm not familiar with every place in New Brunswick. Is Chipman up near Oromocto, Minto? What does it say? Heartland, New Brunswick, Georgia. I Okay, it's Minto. Okay, Grand Lake. Okay. Where's Grand Lake at? Um, Chipman, New Brunswick. I know there's a lot of it here on the you're part of the tourism of New Brunswick. I'll have to look on the map. Okay. Let me see here. Too many tabs open. I have too many tabs open. It's 212 kilometers from me to Minto. Okay, so well, you're going on the 19th. I'm gonna be in Fredericton on July the end of the month. Sorry, mention me right? Okay. Okay. Um, because, I'm leaving Monday I'm still on June in my calendar. And here this is a count. And here is the puppies for the month. Oh, okay, good, Jeanette. Okay. July 29th, Monday, I am heading up to Fredericton. I will be in Fredericton until the 1st. Well, 31st. If I can get out of class and catch the ferry. Welcome in, Jody. Welcome in. Um, Nova Scotia, Judy or Jody. Um, Darlene can tell you because she lives in Nova Scotia. I believe Jeanette lives in Nova Scotia. There's some people from Nova Scotia here. And they'll be able to tell you about local yarn stores. St. John's. Is St. John's I have to ask because we have a St. John's, that's Newfoundland. Okay, I can't help you there because when I went to Newfoundland, the only place I went to load fish. But yeah, there are some yarn stores. There are. So, sis, maybe you can hook her up and help her with LYS's in Nova Scotia near Halifax. Yeah, if anybody knows any, see, this is what's so great about when we do have lives like this. People that are, hey, I'm coming to, and I'm going to be this close to you. Hey, let's hook up, have coffee. Let's have, a crochet or knit afternoon. Just get to know people, like I did with Debbie, and I've done with Sis, and I've done with my little sisters. I'm the big sis. I'm the old lady, but it's great and it's good to meet people in real life. I mean, the virtual that we do is great, but in real life, it's just you get to hug them if they're huggers. I'm a hugger. We all know that. I'm Italian. I'm a hug, but it's pretty awesome. But I want you to everybody on the community tab. I'm going to be putting a post up asking for suggestions for activities during the Podiversary. We don't know if we're going to do a split session like we did for the birthday bash because of time zones. I do try to be fair. I try to be inclusive, with making sure everybody that has spent their time supporting the channel, watching, commenting, all that good stuff, has a chance at some of the prizes. And yes, we're going to have the wheel again because the wheel is for the shipping. I don't get a penny of that money. It all goes to Canada Post. All goes to Canada Post. Every penny that it got on that wheel went to shipping, and I usually pitch in some more, but it's worth it. I enjoy, people getting an email or a message. Well, you can tell your son originally. Originally, I'm from the States, Pennsylvania. I have lived in Louisiana. I have lived in Southern Florida. I have, again, born and raised in Pennsylvania. I have lived in Maine. I have traveled all over the world. I didn't even know I had an accent. People say, but I don't see it. I make very sure that I try to talk and enunciate my words properly. It was the thing Daddy used to do in the morning when I was growing up. We would all have a word assigned to us in the morning. This is from time elementary school up through high school. And we had to know how to spell the word. We had to know the meaning of the word, and we had to use it in a sentence. At supper time, because we always ate as a family, Daddy got home at 6:15. 6:30, we sat at the table, and we ate supper. And Daddy would go around the table, and we had to say the word, spell the word, give the meaning, and use it in a sentence. Oh, good heavens, no. I But Wendy, I drove you can tell him, I drove transport, lorry, truck, whatever it is in your country, big tractor trailers, the big trucks, for 30 years, and I traveled all over the country. I hit all 48 states, and I've been from one coast of Canada to the other coast, and then up as far as Newfoundland. Um, I did 7 tours of duty in New York, and you wanna know what 7 tours of duty are? That's how we referred to when we had to take a load to New York or pick up in New York in one of the 5 boroughs. That's Yonkers, Bronx, that's all those there. We called it tour of duty because we got hazard pay for going into the boroughs. But, tell 'em no. Definitely I drink my coffee. I park my car. If you're a Bostonian, it's "I park my car, I have my coffee." You park the car. They don't they don't pronounce their R's. And New York has such a s diverse population as far as, I mean, Brooklyn, Bronx, New York City. I mean, they get such a distinct accent. If you watch a lot of some of the movies and you hear a person talk, you can say, "Man, they're either portraying or are from Brooklyn." Well, my grandmother, God rest her soul, my grandmother said that I had gypsy in my blood when I started driving truck. You know, I was all over, like I said, 30 years I did it, 3 million miles in 30 years. Um, but I like it. It wasn't being a gypsy. It was it filled a need, but I got to see the countries and meet amazing people. Got to see a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. The Grand Canyon, a lot of the Yellowstone, all these national monuments and stuff. I've been, up into Canada and across. It's amazing world out there. Warren and I, we traveled around the world, been to a lot of different places. I enjoyed it. Yes, I do have my trip coming up in 2025. Susanna, I'll keep you posted because December I can finally book my tickets. I can only book my tickets a year in advance, and hopefully the prices stay down because once the tickets are booked, they're booked. And this little girl is Australia bound. It's to fulfill something that we had planned. We've talked about it. Our 20th anniversary. We were going back to Australia to where we spent our honeymoon, and I'm going to keep that promise that we wanted to do for each other. But no. Anyways, I just had a thought. It went in my. I'm telling you, I'm getting more and more of these moments. Oh my gosh, yes, I've been a few times. I've been to Jamaica. Yep, been to Jamaica quite a few times. I went to Ochos Rios. We went to Westmoreland, and there's one other place we were at. I can't remember. I had break, but been there 3 times. We went to the Sandals resorts, but we took tours out amongst. I have a lot of pictures from Jamaica. Actually, tons of pictures of Jamaica. Aruba. Warren and I had a timeshare down in Aruba. Welcome in, Granny D. Howdy do. So I'm going to, for the last half hour, I am going to open up the panel. Let me just, nope, wrong thing, wrong thing. Just let me get this here. Okay, get rid of this. Put this here. There we go. If you would like to come up on panel, there's a link. Let me see. Let me go over to here. I'm telling you, I'm just learning how to do all this stuff here. Jeez. Okay. I know I'm gonna have to. There we go. Went to the chat. And I want to pin this. Pin message. There we go. I pinned the message in YouTube. Jumping back and forth here on my. Okay. There we go. Yep. My bedroom now, the new curtains I put up, and it's a duvet cover, but I only have it on as a bedspread right now. I'm going totally island ocean theme in my bedroom, in my bathroom, and eventually in my craft room. It's very comfortable. When you walk in my bedroom, the curtains are. You guys have seen some of the sunset pictures I post onto. I do shorts and stuff on. I got fine curtains, Timu, but I find these curtains that are. It's a beach. It's a sunset on a beach. The waves coming in. There are corals and teals and stuff like that. And in the center, I had put up some shears. I've got to get a second curtain rod because I've got big windows to double hang them. But when you bring them closed, it's beach scene. But right now they're like this, and I have the teal, purple, and shears in the middle, and it just gives such a. And look at in my bedspreads, just the sand and the water and starfish, and my bathroom will be done with lighthouses. Welcome in, Zara. Oh gosh, Zara, you poor child. That's just don't look at this on anything bigger than a cell phone because it's scary. It's the things that nightmares are made of. So anybody that would like to come up for the last half hour, feel more than free. Anybody that comes up, we can have a debate about yarn. We could talk about things. I actually have been using my Tunisian hook. I started this project last night. It went so quickly. And just finished crochet. Karina, you know, I watch her, and every once in a while puts a project up, and it's like, hey, I got to stop. I got to make it now. If it's a quick one, which I did. But it was Tunisian mittens, and I mean they actually come up. I haven't got to the thumb yet, but I'm gonna frog this, and this is my. I'm trying to get better on my seams. That is how my seam came. Because these aren't done in the round. I'm gonna go up to a larger size yarn because these follow in the pattern, not quite. So I'm gonna go up in yarn. I'll frog this. But I was using those Tunisian hooks I reviewed. The ones from AliExpress. These things are phenomenal to work with. They really are phenomenal to work with. The heads are pointed, so be careful if you have split yarn. So I'm going to frog this, put this yarn back in my stash. It's Bamboo Joy by Premier. And I'm going to go up to number 4. I did a lake theme bedroom in our house for our grandsons. The curtain rod is wooden or and another one. Oh, cool. Yeah, I have. From when we lived in the schoolhouse, and my early videos were filmed in the schoolhouse. I have some oars from there. Granny D, I put mine in. Good. Granny D's gonna come up for a little bit. Cool. Granny D, I'm gonna be honored that she's gonna be on my panel. Sis, if little sis didn't have laryngitis, God bless her. But she'll be. I know she'll be ready by the next live, which will be in 2 weeks from today. And I figured that out, Jeanette. I figured I do that all the time. I'll sit there and I'll either comment something or message somebody something, and then I quickly have to go underneath and I have to put the right word. But anyways, I was telling you about this pattern. This is from that channel, Just Vintage Crochet, and it really is a cute pattern. I'm gonna make a pair. They're not. Dragon Cat, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Don't forget our thumbs. Thank you very much. This is the mitten. It's a Tunisian mitten. Somebody asked me, how can she show these tutorials on these patterns? There's a thing called, there's a statute of limitations on how long something has a copyright. When you get into vintage and antique patterns, their copyright has expired. Therefore, you can reproduce them, you can improve them, you can even sell them. You know, it's only a few dollars for the patterns. It helps support a small business, you know, and I don't always have time to sit there and watch a tutorial. So she does this one here. She does it in cream with a vintage rose secondary color. But that is just something that is on plate. But I like her channel. It's a good channel. I'm just putting stuff away here from this bag. So if I don't, I forget. I've been trying to find. I've been missing hooks, my clover hooks, and I don't want to buy any more crochet hooks. But I just actually ordered one set for me with a little bit longer, but they're inexpensive. They're like the dots, but it was an inexpensive set. I have a bunch of hook sets in the Podiversary. And you saw the Suzanne from Hook by Sue's, the donation she made. Kristen, you have a blessed day, dear. Say a prayer for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, Kristen. Thank you so much. Squirrel moment. Squirrel moment. My brain. My brain. My brain. I'm telling you, I'm a train wreck today. Yeah, I figured I'd do an hour and a half, and then I can go do my laundry, get it out on the line. I love my laundry on the line, especially with the Saltaire and the. Now, if I was able to hang my whites out now in the fog literally helps whiten your whites. Same thing as on a winter day, hang the laundry out, and the reflection off the white snow helps whiten your whites naturally. No, I haven't. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I was talking about Suzanne. Did you? And I actually did a little research. I was researching. One of the things she donated was a vintage crochet hook set. So I went and did a little research on this. It says Arrow, Susan Bates. This vintage set here of hooks. She donated these. These will be a prize in the anniversary. We have a visitor. Do we have any voice at all this morning?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. It goes in and out.
That's okay. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. It happens. You have to remember. You have to remember. It goes on 365 days. I think I made a comment in one of my videos yesterday that I was recording that we were here and now we're here. And Beta, that's what I'm trying to figure out with my work schedule.
Hi, Jeanette.
Oh, stop. Nightbot's being bad.
It is.
I made a comment on it. I said, I was up here. I was like 150 away from 3,000. And then it, bam, down under 2,800 again. And I said, it must have been a couple of weeks when nobody was paying attention to me, wasn't watching me. Oh, well. it is what it is. Thank you so much. I do appreciate those of you that are running the playlist. I do. I have a couple people have messaged me saying, I have you running on the background when I'm vacuuming or when I'm showering. And I said, okay, as long as I'm not in there with you, we're good. But I do appreciate it. Just to get to it's like my milestone to get to the 3,000. I mean, subscriber wise, I am almost at 1,400. Jeanette, it's the in the algorithm, and that was Nightbot. All cap. I had to change my YouTube channel name and drop the 2 OGs because of the capital letters, and I had everything in capital letters because it was considered spamming. They considered spamming because a lot of bots and stuff used all capitals.
And it's like yelling.
Yeah, it's like yelling at people. So that's why I did it. Well, let's just see here. I'm looking at the calendar for my days off in August. Okay, let's see. I'm off this weekend. Then I'm off the weekend of the 20th. I'm off the weekend of the 3rd, the 17th, and the 31st.
The 19th is our anniversary.
Yep.
That's a Monday.
It's International Homeless Animals Day. As now, it's either going to be the weekend of the 17th or the weekend of the 31st. I have to look and see if there's any other appointments I have too. I've been having some doctor's appointments and stuff I've been having to go to on my days off. And dentist appointments. Like I have one this month, the 26th. But and then again, I have to get with my mods and the people that help me with my celebrations there to decide if we're going to do a split session like we did the birthday bash, or we're going to try to do a 4-hour session at one time. I don't know. Again, it's up in the air. Before I went back to work, it was no problem. Being back to work, like I said, the paycheck's nice. It helps buy luxury items like food, dog food. Not much though. Like I said, I just ordered those 2 mystery bags from because Aberdeen's has them back in stock. So I ordered 2 knit mystery bags. It helps support her. I hear a beeping, and but that's all. And again, it's just because I put most of it into the Podiversary. And it's helped support her. I would have bought an Advent box. I just can't afford that. It's $300 for the Advent box.
I know. I saw that. It was like, oh my goodness.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Heather Dye's beautiful yarn. The Tangled Poets yarn is beautiful. She does beautiful work. She's a one-woman show. And I can't justify $300 for an Advent box. I'd rather buy a couple of the mystery bags and send her a Ko-fi donation or something, or try to support her, and shout her out and try to get people over to Tangled Poets. Well, I order some Tangled Poets yarn, probably eventually. As soon as I use more of my bougie yarn over here, which I'm starting to use.
I think that's what's in the pickle jars.
Yes, that's Tangled Poets. I have my Fiona jars. So how many people here in the chat have bought from Aberdeen's? Hold on a second here. I'm just going off camera. I'm still here. I just have to check outside the door here. And in case my dress is see-through, I don't want anybody to see my, God forbid, put you in therapy.
I don't think you would do that. Can everybody hear me okay?
I have another half hour and I'll be done.
Oh, you can't hear me? Sorry.
Welcome in, Tammy. Welcome in. I'm just off camera for a minute here. I had to address Gracie. She was outside. I think it's Darlene's getting over laryngitis, so she can't talk real loud.
Trying to, anyway.
You have Aberdeen's. It's a good value. It is. I mean, when they first started out, shipping was $5. It's up to $10 now. But you earn Tangled points. Like I had $15 off my order this morning. I will tell you they have something new, though. There is it's 5% they take off. It's called the VIP bonus. if you're a member of the, and I don't know how it all works. I just noticed it popped up before I applied my coupon code because I had $15 off.
You're still not on camera.
I know I'm not on camera. There's a reason I'm not on camera.
Oh, picking your nose.
But it automatically gave 5% off.
Nice.
Automatically gave 5% off. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Tammy. It's laryngitis. I've had it for a month now, I think. If it's not gone within a couple of weeks, then the doctor is going to send me to an ENT.
Ears, nose, and throat doctor.
Because for some reason, this nostril inside, it's swollen also.
I'm just going to slide over because I don't want to get in front of the camera in case. These are mini versions of. You can buy refills for these.
Yeah, $40, I believe it is, for the refill.
And this was the Fiona jar. I bought one, and then Sis had ordered me one too, so I have two of them. And
then your Christmas Advent was a bunch of them too.
Yep. And I have put together mini packs. I sent one to Ingrid, and I sent a couple to other people. But this, if you look at the colors, look at the colors. And again, these are a lot. They're just stunning. They're stunning.
It's not a sore throat. It's laryngitis. It doesn't hurt.
And you can make your own fade. I'm going to try to do a striped sock with these. I don't know how that'll work out though. Changing the colors, I don't know.
I've seen a lot of I just joined a group, Scrappy Socks.
Scrappy Socks? My 2 at a time socks were a failure. I ripped them out.
Oh,
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Somehow, I lost a stitch. I'm supposed to have 5. So
did you go down and find it?
Well, it would have been like the line before because I'm on the knit row, not the decrease row. So I think I did. So I just have to pick it up.
Just put a stitch marker in it till you come around to it, and then just ladder down, pick it up.
Well, I'm there now. So I can just go
drop the stitches, pick it up.
Yeah. But I do like this pattern. This is the Hermione socks.
Yep, it's a free pattern.
I like the pattern.
And the heel is really nice. It's a partridge heel.
Well, I didn't go with their heel because I couldn't understand their instructions.
Oh my God, it's so easy.
Well, the way they write it, I'm more of a visual learner. And there is
a tutorial. There's a lady that did a whole tutorial on the Hermione socks. Hold on. Right back. I'm going to get the link. Hold on.
That means I'm going to have to start this over again.
I will. I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the link. Hold on. Chit chat amongst yourselves while I find this here. I have a playlist.
I really want to try toe up socks.
I tried them. I didn't like it. Okay, playlists.
I saw on IG. I saw somebody doing the bind off for toe up socks, and it looks really nice and it's really stretchy. So yeah, I want to I think I have a couple patterns because I go pattern buying crazy. It's like my husband asked me the other day to make him a poncho, but I'll just do a little bit shorter in the front than the back and a normal sweater type. Okay. Is that it?
That is the link. It's in several parts, and it's simply in stitches that she has for the Hermione socks. Not necessarily, Jeanette. Sock yarn's a fingering weight. And they also have I'm just going to show you.
I am not subscribed to them.
I sold a bunch of sock yarn, but I still have a lot of sock yarn. Okay. This here. Okay. This is a Hobie yarn. And this is Dream Colors. Okay. I'm just going to show you. That's the label. Dream Colors. It is 100% wool. Soft. Oh my gosh. Now, this doesn't have any nylon. 99% of the time, sock yarn has nylon in it. It may be a combination of wool, cashmere, silk, and nylon, different things. But it's called it's fingering weight, and that is usually number one. Number one is usually sock yarn.
I also like doing 2 at a time.
This is 4-ply Hobie. I only got a few solid colors. I got some of this when they were on special. Then you have now this is Mary Max, and you can't get this anymore. You can't. They don't have it anymore. Simple sock. This is superwash wool and polyamide sock.
Was some of that in the pack I bought?
Yes,
I think it was.
Yes. Darlene bought a whole bunch of sock yarn, so she bought the whole thing. Soulful Stripes. Now, Premier, and I think Lion Brand also has yarn that is wool free. It'll be acrylic and polyamide, acrylic and cotton. Mary Maxim has a cotton sock yarn.
Yeah, this is like what I'm using is
Croy. Yep, I have Peyton's Croy. A lot of the indie dyed yarn will be a superwash and nylon blend, and they just call it, they don't put sock weight. They don't say sock. It'll say fingering weight. Look at the contents. The reason the nylon is in there. Okay. The reason the nylon is in there because it gives it strength, particularly in the places it wears out. The heel and the ball of the foot are 2 places that it wears out the first. I actually have darn. I learned how to darn socks through videos because one of my clients that I had when I was working home support asked me if I could fix his wool socks. So I learned how to do darning, and I bought a mushroom to do it.
Yeah,
this is one of the
a lot of videos on darning on IG. Yeah. I saved them all.
This I have a pattern. I bought the pattern for this. These are yarn cozies by Nitty Natty. She has a crocheted version and a knitted version. Sis, didn't I make you one?
Yes.
Yeah, I made Sis one of these, and you just put your cake of yarn in here, and especially if you're doing 2 at a time. But not all sock yarn. Yeah, this not all sock yarn says sock yarn. Yeah, this was from Easy Knit Trico. I don't remember what. Mary Maxim. I got some fave socks.
Oh, a mushroom.
And then I have a whole 31 tote up there. What's a mushroom? Okay, I'll show you what a mushroom is. Let me get it and I'll show you.
I don't know where mine is.
I have my mushroom here somewhere. Stuck it in something. Where did I stick my mushroom? Oh.
You can get them on Amazon.
Yeah, I got this on Amazon. And what you do is, let me get a pair of my socks.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, Jeanette.
Yep, I'm on the second. I'm on the second sock of this one. I got these for Christmas last year from Sis. She got me a set of 3 sock blockers. This hasn't been blocked yet. But what you do is you put the mushroom in your sock, and depending on where, say it was on the heel, you just push this up, and it enables you to do the darning on it. Whoa, that is expensive. Yes, you can, perp. I just happened to get the mushroom one. Haven't used it yet. I'm gonna put this in my thing because I've got a block. I have a pair of socks in those beach themed ones I bought, those striped ones. I finished. This is pit number 5 for the year. Yes, they have those too. There's another one. Yeah, I've seen that too, Susanna. I gotta put this in my. I got a little thing from Temu, and it's just for soaking like my socks and small knit and crochet items before I block them. And I already have one pair of socks in there. Yes, I can.
And it comes apart, I think, doesn't it? Screws
Yeah,
up.
it comes in 2 pieces. And you just take this and you yeah, yeah, exactly. These have been around forever. And there's a cat in the yard, the dog's barking. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's a darning socks because if you think about it, 100 years ago, they didn't have Walmart. They didn't have Amazon. They didn't have any of this. When they made their socks, they made the socks and they darned socks. If you think back into old movies and Little House on the Prairie and all that, it showed the women sitting there with their basket of darning. Darning not only socks, they would fix holes in shirts and everything else. Jeanette, I love Briggs & Little.
I made Dean, my husband, a pair of mittens out of it. I made the Fundy Bay shawl out of it. But they have different kinds.
Briggs & Little. This is Heritage. This is Heritage. Tuffy is the wool nylon blend. That's what I make my socks out of. Briggs & Little is the oldest family-owned, still functioning, working wool mill in Canada.
North America.
North America. Over 150 years. I actually have this pattern. This pattern here is their heavy sock pattern. This pattern has been the staple on this island for almost 200 years. 150 years. How they made socks. This is the Tuffy wool. Okay, it is a number 4 worsted. It makes a thick work sock.
Granny D's in the basement.
Oh, bring Granny D up. There she is.
Hey!
Welcome in, Granny D.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy!
I can't do that.
I had to brew some coffee while I was putting in the teeth, so.
No worries, dear. No worries. Briggs & Little will soften up. Okay, I've made cowls. I've made hats. I've made mittens. Lots of socks. This is a tough workhorse yarn. I made my Fundy shawl out of Fundy Fog, out of the Heritage. It starts at Tuffy. That is it's rustic wool. You will see in the wool. You will still sometimes see pieces of straw in the wool.
Oh yeah.
Heritage is the next one up. It's a 2-ply. It's a little softer than Tuffy, but it's still rustic wool. I soak it in fabric softener or Woolite wool wash lavender scent, and I just soak it.
Mm-hmm.
Do
I've
not
watched
ring.
videos on darning, and it looks daunting to me.
It is, and
I
it's
don't even
it's
know
it's
how to make. I don't know how to knit socks yet. That looks tough to me
which
too.
surprises me, Grandy, because you're a knitter.
Right?
Surprises me.
But
You start
it's
knitting them,
always
you get hooked.
freaked me
You'll
out.
get hooked.
Yeah,
You'll get hooked. Get
yeah.
hooked. Ha ha ha.
I just got to do it. Right?
Yeah. Then after
Get
Heritage
needles.
comes Regal, which is what I got Darlene to do her fundy shawl. And Regal is a little softer. As you move up in the Briggs and Little line, it gets softer. And they have introduced in the last few years some new things. If you go to their, I want to take a trip up there. Who knows? Maybe on the way back, I'll take the day and stop in. It's up in Lawrence Station. On my way back at the end of the month from Fredericton, because I have talked with Leah Little, and she has consented to do an interview with me. But when everybody started doing interviews, I guess absolutely, Jeanette, that's what I'm making. These a guy that I play cards with commissioned me to make these for him. Now, these hanks were $350. 4 years ago, I got my Briggs and Little for $350 a hank, 200 and some odd yards. Now at the dollar store, they are now $6 a skein. They've almost doubled in price.
I've not seen them, but this is the Fundy Bay shawl out of Briggs and Little.
Yep, that's out of the Regal. That is a little softer than the Heritage. Now, neither one of them has nylon in them. Tuffy is what they use for Tuffy and Heritage are what they use for socks. When you look at their pattern, it'll tell you Briggs and Little, 100% wool yarn, Heritage, or Tuffy. Yeah, see, Marlene, again, she's a New Brunswicker. So, it's a tough yarn. This color here is called Evergreen, but it is a tonal yarn. It's
used to
just
live
a work
on a sailboat, Antoinette, or is that somebody else in our?
That's Barbara Leanhard that lives on the sailboat.
Okay.
She's a big supporter of our channels.
Cool.
I don't think it's free, Jeanette. If you go on to Ravelry, put in Briggs and Little, that pattern will come up, but it's not very much. I got this here at my LYS Cricket Cove for $4. I had
That's a lovely
hubby
store.
gave me a gift card. Let me check. I'll see. I don't think it's free, but I will double check for you. We have the technology. We have this technology called Ravelry.
Too bad you didn't live closer.
Yep, we could have a get together group here. Patterns.
Well, Jeanette is in Nova Scotia. She just lives over an hour away.
Okay, on Ravelry. Yeah, see, on Ravelry, it's $6 Canadian. So yeah, it's $6 on I think on. I'm going to double check this here, but I think
Frogging a double-stranded project is a pain in the butt. Let me just say.
Oh goodness, I would think.
Thank heavens I don't have. It's not a whole lot.
Is it brioche?
What I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. No, I just double-stranded a fingering yarn, and I don't often do that because I'm used to using just fingering. And I don't know where I think I got this yarn from. Expression Fiber Arts. It is so very soft.
Welcome in, Judith.
How do you? Oh, the chat. Oh,
Okay, I just checked on Briggs and Little's site. They do have some free patterns, but they like their mitten patterns free on their website, and they have some toques and some colorwork sweaters that are free. If you go to Ravelry, they have a pumpkin one there. They've got wool slipper socks, and those are the free patterns. On Ravelry, it's $6, but in store it was $4 when I bought it at the. This is a free pattern. I'm going to share this. This is a free pattern from Briggs and Little. I actually have welcome in Judith, welcome in Lucy. Okay, share my screen. Share screen. This was called Canadian Pride, and they offer this as a free pattern.
That's a lot of work.
Yes.
yeah.
Guess who picked that pattern out for me to do?
Yeah.
Hubby did. But that's a free pattern on Briggs and Little's site. And that's another brand of their yarn, the Country Roving. If you go on there, you can see all the product information that they have, but they are on Ravelry. I know not everybody can use Ravelry. I do. I have a ton of patterns in my library. Some bought, some free. All right, so we will stop sharing screen. There we go. So it's not that much, but I'll tell you, it's a pattern that you will use over and over and over again. It gives adult size and it gives the children size. It gives you the how to put the stripes in. And I will tell you, their pattern is done on. I normally work with 4 DPNs plus a 5th one for working.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Their pattern is done on DPNs, 3 DPNs. And the reason I'm doing these on DPNs is because my size 3.5, 9 inch.
3.5. What?
Granny D, I just did socks on a 2.25.
Wow.
That's what they wanted you to do these on, but
it
seemed like they were going to be so tiny.
I go up in needle size because my sock knitting is I'm a tight knitter in socks.
Yeah.
My preferred way to do socks is 9-inch first, and then my Hiya flyers or my Addy Flexies.
That's what. If I ever learn, I'd like to use 9-inch circulars.
I find that my stitches are more consistent. I do my heels on. Okay, Denise, you have a great time, a good day, dear, and have a blessed Sunday. I do my heels on my 4-inch sock DPNs because you only need 2. I work them separately, then I work them back onto my 9-inch circulars.
I wondered if you could do the whole entire sock on the 9-inch.
Granny D, Simply in Stitches has a complete series from cast on to cast off on 9-inch circulars.
Stitches. Okay.
Yeah, I did my first ones on the 9-inch.
Yeah. Hold on. I will give you the link. You can go check it out. I have it on my my private playlist in YouTube. But it's my private playlist. Okay, let me see here. Playlist.
No.
Yeah, she's got.
I seem to have lost my saved.
She has got Plexi flips. Her channel is there it is. Stitches. Yep, here we go. This 9 circulars. Okay. Playlist. Put it here. And I gotta get this here. And we got to get this here. Then we're going to go back to here. We're going to put it in here. And we're going to paste it. And that is the playlist for vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars from start to finish.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have a playlist in my for YouTube. It's a private playlist, but I keep my sock tutorials in it. I have one on
Oh yeah, I use playlists big time.
Yep, Addie. Stacy from Very Pink Knits also does a whole series, and hers was pretty cool, where you pick your heel. I used to have a problem
seeing. She may have improved, but a long time ago. Of course, I wasn't zooming in then. I didn't know that I could do that, but I had trouble seeing close enough what she was doing. Very Pink Knits.
She has a slow-mo playlist. It's huge on socks. She did a whole thing series a couple years ago.
Well, now on my iPhone, I can zoom in.
That'd be hard to watch on your phone.
Huh?
That'd be hard to watch on your phone.
True.
Granny D, that's when you cast to your television. And I have a TV hooked up to my computer. And I cast a 44-inch. 42 or 44.
I cast from my phone to the TV.
Yep. Yep, you can do that.
Yeah.
Granny D, have you expanded your stitch choice for shawls, or are you still doing the moss stitch?
Oh yeah, I have. Actually, the one that I was doing a whole lot was mostly double crochets and chains. And now somebody turned me on to the Anya from Ophelia Talks. She has one called Agatha's Reading Shawl. It's a half hexagon. I love it. And it's like a 1 or 2 row repeat.
Oh, okay. Marlene,
I'll go get that pattern. Just something that I can easily memorize, because I just don't like to look at a pattern. I'm just all about easy.
Easy is always good. You don't have to think.
Right. I'm for mindless stuff. All about the zen. Just enjoying the flow of the stitches. But I do like that shape being a half hexy. It doesn't, it's not like a triangular shape going down your back, so it covers your entire back.
Yeah, I like that better. I don't like the ones that are like a triangle. Like it's.
I used to. That's all I did, but yeah, I'm really stuck on this pattern now, so I'll be doing it forever.
Okay, I just found the Fisherman Boot Sock by Maritime Fiber Family. They are in, I believe, Maine, and I'm going to put this into. It's a free pattern on.
Let's see if she sees that.
No, she's not looking.
Ravelry. This is a free pattern, and you can use it for socks as well as their Fisherman Boot Socks. It's similar to the socks. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I just put the link in.
There's a message for you, Granny D.
Okay.
You have a fan.
Who is it?
Priest Guardian.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
He's a supporter of a lot of our channels.
I haven't ever seen your name, I don't think.
He's been a supporter of my channel from the beginning. He's the one that sponsored a lot of the big prizes for the birthday bash celebration.
Maybe he observes from our bougie squirrel nest. I don't call
it Granny. I've got to activate my membership again. I've activated a few memberships. I'm only doing the memberships that are affordable. I have one that I've been with for 3 years. I stay with, but
that's totally fine.
I can be
and I added. Somebody said, "Well, add the 99 cent." When I said, "There's one for 99 cents,"
Yep,
So
there is.
I don't think it was there when I first set mine up because I would have for sure,
Yeah,
included
I
that.
am a member on, and I was never gifted a membership before. I was gifted 2 memberships, and I just continued them. They were 99 cents.
Yeah.
So it's supporting
I'm
2 channels
spread
that I
so
like.
thin. I'm a member of so many. It really gets into the do-re-mi after a while because even at 99 cents, if it's a bunch of channels.
Yeah, it does, but I'm
But
only it's only a few
I like helping support, when I can.
Okay, let me see. Do you get notified when somebody becomes a member on your channel?
Yeah, I mean, I've only ever seen mine come in when I'm on lives. But sure, and you can go to your list of members on YouTube Studio.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Zara.
Well, see. Oh no, I'm still a member. Oh, I'm still a member on your channel, Granny D.
Okay. I'm just going through my list again, writing down the names because I do like a shout out each time I go live of like 3 people. And they're the Nutty Buddies of Distinction, Jazz Hand Spirit Fingers.
Yeah, I'm a member on 1, 2, 3, 6. I have 6 memberships.
I have 3. I think I only have 3.
And I have some little emojis that they can use. Members can use during chats.
I'm working towards that. I'm my watch hours. I just need watch hours. Okay. I need like 200 watch hours, and I'm at 3,000.
We need to put that out at.
I would appreciate it. I don't ask a lot about that. I was never really good about saying, I do my subscribe type thing if they want to join the family.
Oh, we have a lot of folks that ask for help, and that's totally fine.
Oh, what's that?
Totally fine.
Oh, I'm off camera.
Takes a village.
You are.
You don't need to see this.
I love seeing that. What are you talking about?
You don't want to see this. This is things nightmares are made of. Rodent control.
No, we have 1 episode left of Stranger Things. We watched the last season. That's scary stuff.
I don't watch scary stuff. I don't do scary. I don't do scary.
I like supernatural scary, but not slasher scary.
Every once in a while, Barb and I've been watching on YouTube free documentary, and then they have free documentary history. And there's been a lot of things. Jeanette, I'm not even tanned yet for the summer. I've got a little bit. That's
Now. I used to be a worshiper. Boy,
I'm not a worshiper. I am not a sun worshiper. I quit doing that 20 years ago. Yeah. I get tanned. I tan
skin big time because I'm fair and freckly.
I have the olive complexion, so I'm very lucky.
I could get a tan if I did it just, a little at a time, which I used to do in my younger days.
My sister-in-law.
I used to like going to the tanning beds.
Yeah.
It feels so relaxing. But
I quit doing that. Tanning beds probably 30 years ago. I quit doing tanning beds.
I did them a little bit before we got married. That's almost 17 years ago. So
when I tan, I use baby oil because the baby oil helps.
My sisters did.
And there's no sunscreen in it, but I do wear a sunscreen, and I never used to at all. I wear sunscreen. I just tan.
My sisters would pour the Even when one of my sisters was pregnant, she did it. Like,
And
just
we'd put that
lather her in baby oil and lay in the sun.
in the 70s. I put that sun in stuff on my hair that was supposed to lighten your hair.
Mm.
Yep.
I still remember the way that stuff smells.
Lemon juice. Remember, we used to rinse our hair.
Yep.
This is going back. I mean, because we're all close to the same age. We used to put the
back
lemon
in
juice
the
in our hair.
70s.
Yeah.
70s were my heyday. That was such a fun decade for me.
Yes.
I graduated in 79.
70s
77
and
here.
80s.
Yeah.
Best times.
I remember, and I have never been able to find it. When I was growing up, we had 7 kids in the family, 6 girls. And I had, my hair was always down in my butt. And Mom used to buy the bargain shampoo, and it was egg shampoo. And I remember the cream, it was called cream rinse, not conditioner. And it was pink. But the egg shampoo, my hair, because I had such thick hair, it squeaky clean, and my hair come out so nice. But you cannot find the egg shampoo.
Wow.
Oh, they put so much different stuff.
Never heard of it.
Like, for dry hair, oily hair, and all this stuff. I don't care.
I
what
was
it is.
remembering.
If it smells nice, let me have it.
I was remembering Vidal Sassoon. Remember how good that smelled? Oh my gosh.
Well,
do you remember G, your hair smells terrific?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the purple bottle. Yep, I remember that. And Prel. They used to have the pearl.
Yeah. It was green.
I remember, like, Ozzy, when Ozzy first came out.
Yep, I use
purple
Ozzy.
bottle, of course. It smelled like bubblegum. You can't find that anymore.
Ozzy?
Like, not that smell. You can smell. They still have Ozzy, but they have different stuff. It was just regular.
Yeah, Marlene looks good for her age. Let me tell you, she does. She looks great for her age. There was Herbal Essence shampoo, and you still can get that. They have the botanical.
That's like the cheap stuff.
And
I used to haul shampoo.
Avon's scents, like, what was it, Sweet Honesty, and
my late daughter was named after a perfume from Avon, Ariana. That was her name. My granddaughter is Ariana. Well, you know what?
Baby's Arabella.
Yep. You know what, Jeanette?
Olay,
yep.
Olay used to be oil of Olay. They took the oil out of there because nobody wants oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeanette was just saying we're aging ourselves, ladies, but what great memories. That's what life is memories.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Like Calgon.
Yep. Calgon, take me away. God, it's been so long since I had a bubble bath. I have a big walk-in shower.
Say it's
I like
not
bubble
good
bath.
for your hoo-ha.
I like bubble bath, but it's too hard to get in and out for me.
That's why it's for women.
I have a walk-in shower, and that is what I have to use.
That's what we have. Marlene, Barb washes her hair with Dawn dish soap. She washes her hair with Dawn dish soap.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
People doing that. Cuts the grease.
He says it's safe for ducks.
Exactly. Hey, what do you think I'm going to bathe the girls in? Dawn. I keep saying I'm going to dump some Dawn into my pool and just have one big, huge bubble bath.
There you go.
Welcome in, Samantha. Welcome in. Yeah, but isn't that what life is? All about making memories.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've actually been talking with Mark and Roland here on the island. We have been talking. I've been asking how their glamping setup is coming. It's something that they're putting in for the island. And I was talking to them. I says, well, we want to do a knitting crochet retreat on the island in a couple of years when I'm retired. Deer Island, New Brunswick, Canada, Samantha, in the Bay of Fundy. I'm on the east coast of Canada. I can see the States from my window.
Maine, yeah. And I keep telling somebody that that's Maine, and he says, no, it's not. I said, yeah, that's Maine.
It is. It's Eastport, Maine. There used to be a ferry from Deer Island to Eastport, Maine. Exactly. They stopped it probably. I moved up a few years after I moved up here. They stopped it. It wasn't fiscally. It wasn't fiscally or financially profitable enough for them.
Well, there's one of the islands there that has a bridge going over.
That's Campobello. What time did I get up? 6:42 this morning, Atlantic time. I'm always up early. I have two built-in 205-pound alarm clocks.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Gracie and Kiva.
My alarm clock is the bathroom.
Yeah. I went to bed at 3:30 this morning.
I usually don't go to bed till 3 or 4, but I still wake up at 7 or 8.
I wish I could sleep till 7 or 8. I keep talking to the girls there. I said, please, can't you let me sleep in on my day off? I go back to work. It's 5 days of getting up at 4:45 every morning and not getting off work and home till 8 o'clock at night.
I so love being retired.
Well, Granny D,
I was 52. I hadn't planned on retiring that, or I was almost at 30 years of teaching, 27.89 years. But
wow.
I went flipping crazy when I went through menopause and made some extremely bad choices in it. But I had a ball. It's fun.
You had a major midlife welcome in.
Yes,
Denitra, the naked snail, aka Slug.
Hey, naked.
We had
36. Say hey naked, but I want to spell it naked.
Oh wow, Marlene, that is all. That reminds me of my family reunions. We have big Italian family reunions. I miss mine.
Yeah, I hope he's had a great time. I hope they all didn't stay in your cabin.
Barb wants to go live. She says, I could live there. Just woke up a half an hour ago. Shame on you. Half the day is gone.
Yeah, but she's in a different time zone.
As soon as this fog burns off, hang my clothes out and get in the pool for a little bit.
Was it 10 o'clock there?
She's in East Coast time. Yeah, she's 10 o'clock.
How's the temperature where you gals are?
Oh no.
Here it is.
Yeah, east. It's 10 after 11 right now.
It is 63 degrees here. 94% humidity.
It's 21, feels like 25 here.
It is 10:10 a.m. and we have 79 and thunderstorms on the way. But the high's only supposed to be 84. That's much better. Yesterday it was 98.
We had that like a few weeks ago.
Okay, Jeanette. Oh, awesome. From New Zealand. Memories will be made. Have a wonderful time with your family. Thank you so much for coming, Jeanette. I so much appreciate it.
Yes, it was nice talking with you.
It is 10 after 11, Samantha. I'm on the Atlantic time zone. We're an hour ahead of East Coast.
Hopefully we have nice weather for your family.
Oh, the sun's trying to come out. Woohoo! Granny D, Priest Guardian wants to know how's weather down in the U.S. where you're at, and love from Canada.
Yeah, it's yesterday. Well, actually, it said 91 yesterday was the high, but with the humidity, it had a feels like of 98. But today it's only supposed to get up to 84, so that'll be great. It's cloudy. Supposed to have some T-storms.
We are in Nova Scotia.
So are you pretty close to Antoinette, darling?
Yeah, what was it, 6-hour drive?
Oh, really?
Yeah, in 22, I went and spent a week there.
All right.
Yeah. Someday she'll make it here.
Well, I know y'all enjoyed that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, it
meeting up with
was.
some gals next, the 20th is coming up at the Smoky Mountain Spinnery in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We go every year, annual family trip. And we've been going for ages, and we didn't discover that yarn shop until about, I don't know, maybe 6 years ago, and it's been there for 20 odd. It's a pretty big shop.
Oh, yeah.
And the owner
Independent?
is so super sweet. And they have a craft night on Tuesday nights. We went one year, a couple of years back. Well, it was before COVID, but I'm sure they started it up again. Folks would bring snacks and just whatever craft they did, and go to the back room and sit around the table. It was great. But yeah, I'm going to meet with Pam, Be Creative Crafts.
Yeah,
met her.
Jeanette Priest is my husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know if he wanted me to say. That's why I haven't said.
Yeah, I figure so.
I try to keep people's anonymity if that's what they so wish.
Mm-hmm.
Marlene, I can't believe how big Brinley's gotten. Oh my gosh. I remember when you went out there when she was born.
I know.
Granny D, Samantha wants to know what time you got up.
Hey, honey. About 8-ish. Around 8.
Okay, Susanna. I know it's late there. Oh, I hope you feel better. Panadol. I took that when I was in Australia for headaches. All right, Susanna. I hope you feel better. I hope your headache goes away, and thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. So you
Samantha,
were in Australia?
Yeah, she's in Australia. I'll be probably meeting her next December, 2025, when I go to Australia.
Have you said you've been there before?
3 times.
You just like it there, or have family there?
My oldest friend in the world who's like family's there. We've been friends for over 40 years.
How about that?
Has she ever watched your channel?
I don't think so. Warren flew them over for our wedding. She was one of my bridesmaids, and excuse me, Maddie was my flower girl. Gary, Vicky, and Maddie, and of course we got little Mavis, the baby, my great niece. I haven't met her yet. I can't wait to meet her.
Mavis, that's an old timey name.
Marlene, that sounds like what I wanted. Because I'm on off camera still. Oh, that camera is the other camera view you're seeing that right here. It moves.
Oh, that's kind of sideways.
Nope, it's my Elgato. It's my Elgato cam. I have to go in and change my camera back. Nope, that was OBSBot. OBSBot moved. Hello, I'm back.
How far of a drive is it? What, from to Antoinette to me? It's around 6 hours drive.
For me to Marlene's a couple hours. Hey, Marlene, welcome in, Winter. Welcome in, dear. Okay, you have a good shower.
Hey,
Winter is, she's in Montreal. Winter lives in Montreal. Another Canadian.
Yeah, it'd be a few more hours for me, wouldn't it, to get to Marlene's?
Well, not really, because you'd be heading. Yeah. Let me see. I don't have Alexa in here. I had her outside. NB. It is From you. For you, it is.
Oh yeah, winter. It's like road repair.
Love of Pete.
Antoinette is in New Brunswick, so she's Atlantic.
I'm Atlantic. Yeah, I don't live in Nova Scotia. I'm in a different province.
Yeah, the one next to us.
Yes, exactly. Oh, wow.
So,
we don't have sidewalks here.
no, not where you are. But your roads are not asphalt either, are they?
No, our road, we've never had paved roads here on the island. They're only chip seal.
Although it looks like asphalt, but it's not.
No, winter, I'm on Deer Island, New Brunswick. I'm in New Brunswick on Deer Island. It's part of the West Isles here in the Bay of Fundy.
Bay of Fundy.
So wait till you get to be 63, 64, 65. I'm 63. My memory. I'm remembering what it used to be. It's still pretty good though for my age. It's not bad for my age.
Have here.
I'm surprised that I can still remember my phone number when I was in elementary school.
Really?
Oh gosh, I cannot know. I don't know that.
Yeah, Winter. I have a lot of Canadian channels on here, but Darlene, we'll have to talk about getting together, spending the day knitting and crocheting, and just having a knit fest. Have a yarn.
Yeah, but when I came to visit you, I brought knitting. Did we do anything really? No.
Well, we did a live. We did a live, but
yeah, we did do one live.
If you're able to come into Canada, yeah, we have a couple of little B&Bs on the island and stuff like that.
I saw the 45th posted some stuff on.
They're redoing the rooms. They're redoing the rooms, but we've got a new place called Homeport Residence that's really nice. Yeah, 5-hour drive for you. It's about the same, Darlene.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not coming down; you're going across. Yeah. It's a couple hours. It's about 3 hours for me up to Marlene. 2.5, 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
I want to go up for the I'm going to represent Warren for the Dragoon luncheon they have every month. I want to go up one of these times. But no, I think we got together. We would do a lot, we without doing a live or anything, just getting together and chit chatting. Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, that would be well, you guys met already, but I haven't, we video chatted, but we haven't met in person.
Marlene and I met totally because our husbands were in the military together. That's how we met. I mean, Warren had connected with his army buddies after 30 some years. Samantha, it varies. Yeah, I started at 9 o'clock Atlantic time, which would have been 8 o'clock East Coast time.
Cool.
Yes, we have had helicopters land before on the island for medical emergencies. I don't know where they would do it now. Probably on one of Catcan Beach or something like that. Probably.
Oh, that would be a mess because I used to work for EMC, and they take care of the ambulances through the province. We had a day that we would go and have barbecue and all that stuff. And they thought with the kids, they would bring one of the emergency helicopters so we could see it. It did not land. because it was like flinging the rocks and all that stuff, and they had a
Oh,
bouncy
yeah.
house, and that went flying in the woods, and yeah, everybody just went running for
A
cover.
lot of debris.
Oh yeah,
We had years ago on the island. We had a guy that built a hovercraft. We had another one. They had planes here on the island. The
Oh.
island wasn't always trees like this. It was all farmland. It's now trees.
Well, yeah, that's why, like, a lot of people, like, they snub their nose at clear cutting, but clear cutting is not a bad thing.
We need to on the island. Yeah, yes, Marlene. I've only been in mine twice because of the weather here. Fog. We're repeating last summer, and I'm not a happy woman. We had 51
Girls,
days
I'm going to
straight.
have to jump down. My hip is starting to kill me, so I got to get up and move around.
Granny D, thank you so much for
Love you.
coming.
I've
in,
enjoyed
honey.
it. I'll be in chat.
Thank you so
Love
much,
ya.
Granny D, for coming up. We love you too, dear. Thank you
Nice
so
to
much.
meet you. Yes.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
We're going to go for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to wrap it up too, because I've got to get my clothes out in the line and get my day started.
We have to get groceries.
Yeah, but this is going to get groceries. But I'll tell you, this has been a wonderful live. The conversation, the diversity of people representing all over the world. Oh, we love you. Hey, Granny D, she's telling you, Samantha loves you.
Winter, she's still in chat.
Yeah, she's gonna be in chat.
Down.
Winter, I know it's been hot in Montreal. I have seen the temperatures. I wish you would send it this way. I could use some 100-degree temperatures here. I love it.
Oh my goodness, bite your tongue.
No.
Well, at least I have this air conditioning in here and in the bedroom.
Don't use. But Barb had the air conditioning on a couple of times for the dogs when we had that high heat a couple weeks ago. But other than that, we don't use the air conditioning. We open up the back door, we open up the front windows, and the ocean breeze comes right through the house.
Yeah, see, you have that, so that'd be really nice.
I mean, I do okay with the heat. Barb and Kiva do not do well with the heat.
Oh no, I don't.
It wipes Barb right out, and Kiva, she just kind of poor thing pants. I go up to her and I'll go, and she gets all the more excited. She won't get in the pool though. She won't. Gracie jumps right in and she's gone.
Kiva won't. That short that you did, she's like up by the house in the shade.
Well, we put the gazebo up last summer for the girls, but I picked Kiva up. Barb was in the pool. I picked Kiva up and I handed her down in the pool to Barb. Then I got in the pool. Gracie was circling around us where we had Kiva trying to get her to swim. And Gracie's circling like a shark. And it's like, Gracie, would you? So we're going to have to take Kiva in when Gracie, like leave Gracie in the house or something so we can get Kiva in the water. Because it definitely will cool her off.
Yes, definitely.
Because Goldens are supposed to love water. No, it's not heated. We're looking at getting a heater. If my pool guy's going to keep an eye out for one, we could have had one for $1,000, and which means we could swim into October.
Yeah, we have friends in New York, and they don't have theirs heated either. They did theirs like they dug a bit of a hole, so part of it is in the ground.
Yeah, it's an above ground pool, but it's submerged halfway underground. Yeah, we could have done that with ours, but we're happy. So hopefully today we'll be able to get in for a little bit. I've got to go get my uniforms washed. I have a load in now, my whites, and to go out on the line, and then I got to throw my uniforms in to get them done for the week because I'm off tomorrow and Tuesday, and then bang, Wednesday I am on till next Sunday.
Yeah, tomorrow I go get my nails done.
I just cut all mine. Off. Oh, stop, Obi. So she's got to go get groceries. I've got to go do laundry. And everybody in here, 2 weeks from today, at about the same time, 9 a.m. Sunday, I've got to write this down. So 2 weeks from today would be the 21st.
You have a good evening, Zara.
Sorry, you have a good time.
Hopefully the next one, my voice will be back.
I saw Zara finally got her package. She did a video. She finally got her package from the birthday one. Oh my gosh, it took forever for her to get them. And then I sent her all her Happy Mail advents up through August. I think I got to get the rest of the boxes out.
One of these days, I'd like to actually see her in the picture.
I know, but that's okay. There are a lot of people that do that. I will be having I will put this up. I will schedule this. Go on later today. Schedule this. The next couple of lives I will schedule. Subject to change. You never know. Things happen. Listen, everybody. I love my prims. I love my clovers. My Omi hooks. I have a few Omi hooks. I've given most of my Omi hooks away. I have a few that I kept. This one. I have these two. My Omi hooks. And then I have these are the only oh yeah. I'm pulling the whole thing apart. These are the only Omi hooks I kept. I gave all my other ones away, and I had a lot of them. I gift a lot of Omi hooks. This is a pearls that I got from Granny D. It's the only pearls hook I own. I won this on Granny D's live one time. I didn't even know.
Oh, that's okay, Zara.
That's fine, Zara. I just pulled my crochet thing apart.
Oh.
My Temu special. Oh, it's cracked. Oh,
that's
take
not
it out.
good.
Well, I'm looking for another way to do my hooks. But this works for now.
I
Oh, you got to
that
give it to me.
thing that I got from the store on your island.
Yeah, I have one. I had them in that originally. And then I went to this. I actually like it because it spins. So I keep my Omi hooks here. Then I have my big clovers. That little sis got me a lot of. Demetra does really good. Demetra. Oh yeah, here's one of my. I love this one. My Omi hook. It's mother of pearl.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I like this. Yes, long. I know. I got to do the same thing. Okay, Marlene, we'll have to get together and talk about it sometime later in the summer here. We when I have a couple days off, drive up for an overnight stay and get together and yeah. You know how girls can be. Hey, you know what? You ought to work with the guys I work with. Let me tell you something. They have nothing on us women when it comes to running their gobs. They have nothing on us. They can run amok. There. It's all fixed. All fixed it up.
You too, Granny D.
Granny D, you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. I was so honored, Granny D, to have you up on my panel. Thank you so much. Love you, Granny D. I'm catching up on my videos and everything else. And I've got, like I said, I've got 2 tutorials I got to film today. So, and edit one more video and schedule them. So I have 2 videos scheduled to come out this week. Everybody, I want you to have a wonderful day. I hope wherever you're at, you're staying safe, you're healthy, you're happy. Doing what it is that makes you happy. Hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on. Make the world a better place. Each and every day, be the light in somebody's dark day. If you watch the replay, thank you. If you are here live, thank you. I love you guys, and I really enjoy these lives. And today was really exceptionally a good live. Yes, Demetra, exactly. It really was a good live. I enjoy days like this. Okay? If it's hot where you're at, stay cool. If it's cool where you're at, stay warm. If it's raining, look for the sunshine. Look for the flowers. Bye for now, everybody, from Deer Island.
Bye.
Nova Scotia. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great one. Love you, sis. Love you, sis. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.